Today, we're traveling the football multiverse. What would have happened if these events didn't happen? Let's find out. Fellas, butterfly effect number one. Argentine goalkeeper Emi Martinez played a substantial role in Argentina's World Cup success in 2022. But he only made it into the squad in the first place after Bern Leno came off injured against Brighton for Arsenal in 2020. If Leno never came off injured, who would have started for Argentina as the goalkeeper in that World Cup?
Oh my God, who would have started?
It would have been Rulli probably, who's the goalkeeper for Real Sociedad. It was like kind of like a decent keeper, but honestly, Argentina don't really have someone like that. And Emi Martinez was massive, especially in the final, that Kolo Muani shot that he saved, bro. Like, not many goalkeepers are doing that, bro.
Yeah, that was
you know what I'm saying?
It's the penalties as well, isn't it? From Dibu, not just in the final, but throughout the tournament. In was it Copa America before? Like, the dude had like a 2 or 3 year, I think at least 18 months in the Argentina national team in the run up to the actual World Cup. So like,
I will say that he's probably the most annoying goalkeeper.
oh, can't
Yeah,
stand
for
it.
sure.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Like,
Can't stand
just
it.
seeing a goalkeeper dancing in the net, taking long to grab the ball, like those are the type of traits that, like,
Well,
if you were a
you-
goalkeeper, I want to kick you in the head if I'm pressing you.
What do you think about the thrust though? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, with the goalkeeper
the
glove?
trophy thrust.
Bro, come
Yeah,
on, man.
guys being dudes, man. Love that.
he was doing the
Love
most.
that. All right, would
It's like the Key and Peele thing, isn't it? It's like the number of pumps.
would Argentina have won the World Cup?
Yeah. For the I'm believing in the power of the narrative. I'm believing in the Messi voodoo, the Messi aura. I don't think it would have been as sexy, but I still think they win it.
I would say no, bro. Like, if you really look at the games and some of the goals that he saved, bro, that Kolo Muani save basically saved the game, bro. There was a couple of chances and opportunities in that tournament in general. I think Emi Martinez stood on his head. It was the reason why people were voting for him to be the best goalkeeper in the world, even though his performances at club level weren't that great.
He was fine,
It was like he was so good in that tournament that you had to put him up there because he was just so good in it. Like, even if his club level wasn't that great, man, his tournament was spectacular.
Do you know what I will say? And I agree with that, and I'm about to quote the worst person I know. Corbin Milton, no, I'm kidding. I talked to Alexi Lalas. See, there's a bad transition. And he was
POV,
saying,
the
and
worst
he was
person
saying-
you know, made a good point.
Yeah, and he was saying that there is always like a World Cup magic. Like, he believes in like a sprinkling of World Cup magic. And if it's not Morocco at the last World Cup, it could have been, I don't know, like Ghana or Senegal. Like, you know,
for sure.
And I just think there's always a bit of World Cup magic, and why couldn't that have happened to a backup goalie for Argentina as well?
For sure, man.
You know what I mean?
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
He was blessed by the gods for that tournament.
He was.
Bro.
Where would they have finished if they didn't win it?
Second, bro.
You think they get to the final?
I think they get to the final without
and
him,
you
but
think
I
they
don't know
lose
if
it.
they...
So wait, your
To lose in
football
the final. He doesn't-
alternative narrative.
He doesn't make that last save.
Listen,
Kolo Muani goes 2 on goal.
my football narrative is that if Argentina have a less experienced goalkeeper in that net, Kolo Muani scoring.
And then they win
And
it
I
in the
think France-
120th minute.
And I think they're going to win on the penalty kicks because I don't think Argentina have that goalkeeper to save them those shots.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
Shit,
think
man.
Emi Martinez was really standing on his head in that final. Like, I know a lot of people talk about Messi and Di Maria's impact. Di Maria went off the game early. You got to remember that. So there was a lot of pressure on Messi to perform in that final. In the
Still
second
scored.
half, France was on them, bro. On them. From 45 minutes onwards, bro, you could arguably say that if Emi Martinez doesn't make that save, France would have the impact to go on and win that game.
Yeah, but Emi Martinez didn't save Mbappe's 2 penalties in normal time either.
It is very true, but he did save some in the
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, it's you remembered for your big moments. Dude, oh, that's a tough one. I'm going Argentina still win the World Cup.
Just for the Messi aura.
I'd say runners up. France get the dub.
All right, here's what AI said. Emi Martinez would have likely stayed as a backup, never starting for Argentina. Argentina's starting goalkeeper would have been Franco Armani of River Plate or Geronimo Rulli of Villarreal.
Oh, Villarreal, sorry, not Sociedad. He was at Sociedad.
Argentina would have been knocked out by the Netherlands in the quarterfinals that ended 2-2 on penalty. And the World Cup would have likely been won by France, beating either Croatia or Morocco in the final.
Bro, our predictions weren't that far. Well, my prediction wasn't far off, but...
Well, but your prediction wasn't far off the robots, not real life, bro.
Yeah, that is robots. But if you think about that quarterfinal against Netherlands, which got super, super heavily
They were
emotional.
scrapping.
That was
They were
the best
scrapping.
game. That was the best game of that World Cup outside of the final.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, man, Emi Martinez did come up crazy in those games to the point where it almost seemed like he was in the Netherlands' heads at times.
Yeah.
So that would be a interesting one to see if they had a different goalkeeper.
I still think the aura. I still believe in the Messi
Messi magic.
The
He loves
Messi
it.
magic. The Messi magic.
Butterfly effect 2. In the 2018 Champions League final, Loris
No,
Karius
no.
Loris Karius of Liverpool infamously conceded 2 big goals after suffering a mild concussion, causing Liverpool to lose the Champions League final that year. After that loss, Klopp signed Brazilian keeper Alisson, who helped lead them to a Champions League in 2019 and the Prem in 2020. If Karius never received that concussion, would Liverpool have ever signed Alisson? Or would Karius have kept his starting position?
Okay, the reason Liverpool lost that Champions League final is because Sergio Ramos dislocated Mohamed Salah's shoulder inside the first 20 minutes. If Salah doesn't go off injured, Liverpool win that final anyway.
Tactical
right?
foul.
The other thing is, and this is everyone saying, Karius and Alisson, Liverpool had already agreed a deal with Alisson before that Champions League final. Liverpool agreed to sign him after they played him in the semi-final in Roma. Karius was on his way out anyway. Is that an incredibly unfortunate series of events in which, by the way, it's not a mild concussion. The guy elbows the out of him. And you're going to tell me that a goalie has a shot straight at him and he parries it into his own net if he's mildly concussed? My boy was tweaking. So Liverpool win that final. They sign Alisson anyway and they win the Premier League. And
Raheem got nothing to add.
And when Gareth Bale pops that Bicey into the top corner, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
When someone scores a goal that good against you. But what I will say, so it's all right, in the alternate reality, Bale still scores that goal, which makes it 2-1 instead of 3-1. I'd back Salah to score twice in that game.
And you also got to think about it too. Karius was really struggling that game. If you look back at some of the plays, bro, you could tell he's definitely out of it because I don't know how he was letting some of the shots that he was letting in, bro. And not to mention Salah going off that early. That really just dismantles your attack, really.
Yeah.
That front three of Firmino, Salah, and Mane, no one was really stopping them, man. That final was really, really heavily anticipated, but I really think the level of the final in general just got ruined because Karius was just so out of it. And looking back at it now, I feel like a lot of us were very hard on him at the time.
Yeah, and what's interesting about that, though, is that you have to acknowledge the Real Madrid Champions League voodoo.
Yeah, they just got it. They got it that, man. Yeah.
You have to acknowledge, and that was part of it, though. That's part of it.
All right, Tom, I think that your excellent analysis there kind of just wipes the rest of the questions out of the way here because we did know that Alisson would have gone to Liverpool regardless. Our producer probably should have done some more research on this one. All right, here's what AI said would have happened.
Go on.
AI says Liverpool likely would not have signed Alisson that summer. He may have stayed at Roma another year or gone to Chelsea to replace Thibaut Courtois. Karius would have likely kept his starting position, but Liverpool may have replaced him a year later depending on results. Liverpool would not have been as successful, losing the 2019 Champions League title and the 2020 Prem title. And Liverpool's goalkeeper today would be one of Jan Oblak, Nick Pope, Andre Onana, or Kelleher, who would have developed faster without Alisson.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
so this is why AI is stupid, because if AI was armed with the right information and was capable of using the internet, it would have been able to search the thing about Alisson.
Yeah.
Stupid, wrong.
Everybody will be getting laid off tomorrow because we will have AI doing all of our jobs. We're going to have AI Raheem, bro. We're going to have Raheem bot.
Raheem
You know what?
Movich in the building.
If you're liking the video so far, make sure that you like and subscribe and comment down below what you think is the craziest football butterfly effect. All right, guys, butterfly effect 3. You ready for this? In 2015, a fax machine error stopped the transfer of Spanish goalkeeper David De Gea to Real Madrid minutes before deadline day was over. Because of this, Manchester United kept De Gea for several seasons, with Real Madrid signing Courtois instead. What would have happened to Man United if that transfer went through? Who would be their starting goalkeeper? Why are all these about goalkeepers?
Still doesn't matter.
I'm the type of guy where I don't think the goalkeeper really in a complete season. I'll arguably say that you're not relying on your goalkeeper as much. I think Manchester United is going to be the same, whether they have De Gea or anybody else in net. At that period of time, their squad and their structure was still messed up regardless. And I think they would have the same issues that they have right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I think the only exception I can think of, or the only caveat to that, is that because they're Man United, they probably would have spent big on a proper goalie.
Goalkeeper, yeah.
You
It's like
about,
Andre Onana, for example.
like an Andre Onana, for example. But around that time, they probably toss a bag at Jan Oblak, don't they, or something. If we make the equivalent
Signing.
yeah, signing, or for the time being, they probably go out and get themselves an absolute baller.
Bola.
I agree,
I mean,
man.
honestly, dude. Okay, here's my take. I think Gianluigi Buffon would have been the Manchester United goalie. If De Gea leaves, I reckon they sign
Instead of going to, where'd he go? He went to PSG, right?
He was Juve and then PSG.
Yeah, so instead of going to PSG, he'll go to United instead.
I reckon.
That's T, Tom. That's honestly good.
I reckon,
that's a good pull.
they get Gigi.
That'd be pretty insane. Also, I wonder if David De Gea keeps his Spain spot for much longer if he was at Real Madrid, because we know that for a goalkeeper, if you're playing for Real Madrid or Barcelona, you're pretty much guaranteed to start. And at the time, I believe, or like around that time, Spain was kind of playing with that goalkeeper position.
They're a little bit in between.
They're a little bit in between on De Gea or whatever, just because of his feet, or he couldn't play well. But like, are we really going to be judging David De Gea's feet like that if he's playing at Real Madrid? I don't know.
Nah, he's a great keeper.
He would have won 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
Real Madrid or a boost, man. Where would Courtois have gone, if anywhere?
He sticks around, doesn't he? Well, actually, because he wanted out of Chelsea, didn't he?
Yeah.
Man City.
You know
and then Edison doesn't go to City.
Edison to FC Cincinnati.
You know what? That would actually make total sense. Or I could see him at Bayern.
Would Manchester United?
Neuer? Oh, they had Neuer at the time, prime too.
Yeah. Edison rots in Brazil or wherever Edison was. Courtois goes to City. Buffon goes to Man United. De Gea keeps his spot in goal for Spain. Go on then, ChatGPT.
All right. AI says Sergio Romero would have likely been Manchester United's starter, and they may have signed a new keeper within a year. Some likely options include Jan Oblak, Hugo Lloris, Samir Handanovic, and Keylor Navas. So they would have swapped for De Gea. Courtois would have likely joined PSG instead. They have been trying to replace Kevin Trapp and Areola during this time. Man United would have likely been much worse without him for a short period of time, but better results for the long term.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's a big shout.
All right, last butterfly effect here, guys.
Okay.
In the 2014 World Cup, Neymar was forced to end his tournament early due to a serious injury. Immediately after this injury, the Brazilian national team lost to Germany in the World Cup semifinal 7-1. On an individual scale, Neymar's back fracture was the first of a long series of injuries that severely affected his career. If Neymar never broke his back and he was never injury prone, what would have been the result of the 2014 World Cup?
That's the stupidest butterfly effect. That's the stupidest one. If he wasn't injury prone, well, yeah. If Neymar wasn't injury prone, he's in GOAT conversations.
GOAT conversations.
Like,
if he didn't get hurt and he played against Germany, what do you think happens?
Nah, that Germany team's too good. Anyway.
Nah, they were. Yeah.
I think that Germany team was just cracked, bro. Like 7-1. Like, okay, if it's like Germany 2-0, and like you're looking at that and thinking like, yeah, you know, like Brazil just needed a bit more attacking quality, fine. And you know, you can make that argument. But dude, 7-1.
But I also think I also love that game happens because people have that belief that if Neymar was there, that the results would be different.
Yeah.
Like Brazilians really do, or like people really do think that if Neymar was there, Brazil would have won. But if you really look at the match itself, bro, from minute 1, Germany was on their ass like white on rice, bro. You already knew Brazil was in for a long day. If Neymar's there or not, yes, he would have got the ball in dangerous areas. Yes, they would have created some more attacks. But that back line of David Luiz and because Thiago Silva got hurt as well, which a lot of people don't talk about. Like Thiago Silva not in that back line, they were leaking goals left and right, bro. So even if Neymar is there, their back line is still weak regardless. I think if Neymar is there, he probably bagged in 2. But the score won't be 7-3, bro.
I was going to say, if people are saying like, hey, look, what about that triumphant 7-4 loss? But I don't mind that. I mean, I suppose to maybe the implicit bigger question, that back injury, yes, it was the start of a series, but like, dude, he was injury prone and a party boy as is. Like,
I will say
it's like, Neymar, change your like body complexion, your whole personality, everything about yourself. Stop drinking, stop partying, don't get fat, don't do your knee, and you could be top 3.
Now listen to this. What would Neymar's career have looked like if he was never injury prone and never got hurt?
He's never injury prone and never got hurt.
He's easily Messi's successor to the Ballon d'Or.
I would say Neymar would have 1 Ballon d'Or under his name. He would arguably have 1, I don't know, because that Champions League final, he was fit. They just ended up losing to Bayern.
Yeah, who were unbelievable. That was like the Bayern that won 7 trophies that year, didn't they?
I will say that he probably would win a league title with Messi if he was still fit. You know what I'm saying? He was injured a lot when they were playing that season together. It was a lot of Messi and Mbappe.
Yeah.
They only featured all together 3 times. Like I think only like maybe 15 or 20 times they got to play together that entire 2 years Messi was there. And I don't think that he's getting a World Cup title still, bro.
Yeah.
Because think about it, that game against Croatia, that has nothing to do with fitness. Once again, that's Brazil.
Yeah, they choked
capitulating.
it.
Yeah.
You know?
They choked it. It's funny because I don't think I think you'll give him a Champions League.
Yeah, I'll give him a seal.
Just by being good. Like, that's like the weirdest way of putting it. I think he has a Champions League. I think he has another Copa America, and I think he has a shout at a World Cup. But also, like, the fact that Messi was still winning Ballon d'Or until, like, what, 2 years ago?
Says a
Like,
lot.
Yeah. Here's what AI says about all the questions that we just
Really
answered.
quick.
Brazil's 7-1 loss to Germany was mainly due to collapsing on a psychological scale.
Ooh, I don't mind it, AI.
With Neymar on the pitch, the morale would have been a lot better. AI predicts that the likely outcome is that Brazil would have still lost, but would have suffered a less embarrassing result than 7-1. Should Neymar have still made his way to PSG, he would have been able to win PSG their first Champions League title. And finally, AI predicts that Neymar would have entered the Messi versus Ronaldo conversation, now undoubtedly known as one of the greatest of all time.
That's fair, man.
It's fair. It's getting there. I don't know if Messi Ronaldo is like 1-2. I know I got flamed for saying like Ronaldo isn't top 5. But like realistically, if Messi Ronaldo is 1-2, I think that makes Neymar top 5 in terms of a conversation.
If he never gets hurt at his peak powers, 100%, you could say that he's...
Man, Neymar had us watching Santos games.
Had you watching Santos?
Nah,
games?
yeah, me
Neymar,
too.
no.
Yeah, me too.
Neymar had the streets watching Santos games back in like 2011.
We had a lot of crazy butterfly effects on today's episode. What do you guys think? What is the craziest football butterfly effect that you can think of? Leave a comment down below and we might review your stories for a future episode.